Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carpio Grego.
And I'm Anaya Gonzalez. The borderland is being visited by a very special and a very tall guest. She's called Little Amal.
Amal is an 11-foot marionette. She's part of a play that tells the story of a little girl traveling around the world looking for her mother. Little Amal has traveled from Turkey to Greece to New York City and is now in El Paso and Juarez to bring awareness to the plight of refugees who are simply looking for a better life. Part of her stay in El Paso this afternoon was a visit to the Healing Garden. That's a memorial to the victims of the mass shooting in the El Paso Walmart in 2019. We'll have more on Little Amal's journey on the borderland tomorrow on News 22.
It's starting to cool down today.
I know, it's prime pumpkin spice latte weather out there. Abigail, what can you tell us about that?
You guys are absolutely correct. Beautiful weather today. As you can see, our current conditions right now, we have mostly sunny skies, temperature of 68 degrees, winds going at 9 miles per hour from the southwest, humidity at 34%, dew point at 39 degrees, and barometer at 30.04 inches. Now looking at today's weather, we had a high of 70 degrees, an average of 75 degrees, just a little bit higher, and a low of 46 degrees. Taking a look at our record high in 2003, about 20 years ago, we had a high of 88 degrees and a low of 30 degrees in 2019. Today we had 0.04 inches of precipitation, and that brings our yearly to 5.24 inches of rain. Now back to the desk for more news.
Thanks a bunch, Abigail. Always helpful. Las Cruces residents were looking to the skies this weekend. It was the very first air show held at the Las Cruces International Airport. After a day of cool air tricks, the final event was a 6-plane race with speeds of over 350 miles per hour. Andrew Finley won first place.
Doing over 300 miles an hour out there today, having a ton of fun racing. What an awesome venue here in Las Cruces. Great group of people, the airport community, the volunteers, everybody that helped put this event on. Huge thanks to them. Sport class, we're super excited to have our first event out here, and couldn't be a better location. So thank you to everybody.
Now, the pilots weren't the only ones given prizes, with the airport getting its own ceremonial trophy and a banner signed by all the participants in the air show to display proudly. New Mexico State Police are trying to make New Mexico safer by taking guns off the street. On Saturday, November 4th, 2023, they're coordinating gun buyback events in Albuquerque, Las Cruces, and Espanola. People can get $200 gift cards for handguns and $300 gift cards for rifles, shotguns, and assault weapons. Here in Las Cruces, it's at the Sportsman's Warehouse at 2230 North Telshore Road Boulevard. An El Paso man was sentenced to prison for 12 years after killing 2 people in Chaparral while driving drunk. 38-year-old Patrick Woods pled guilty to 2 counts of vehicular homicide, among other charges. Woods is accused of killing Jose Marrero and Desiree Sainez on January 17th in Chaparral after slamming into them driving down the highway. Woods then fled the scene and was later spotted by a Border Patrol helicopter.
Stay tuned. Abigail will be back with your national weather forecast. Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Wednesday,
where news matters. Now, if the weather so far this year is any indication, they may be worried for all the right reasons.
Definitely. Abigail is next with a look at national weather forecast.
As you can see, let's take a look at tonight's forecast across the U.S. As you can see, pretty cool weather across the state. Looking up to the north, though, you can see that it is really, really cold up there. 5 degrees in Cut Bank and 22 degrees in Minot with a little bit of snow. And as you look over here to the east, 50, 60 degrees around Chicago, 63 degrees, and Boston at 56 degrees. And the same around here in the west southwest area with Albuquerque at 47 degrees. Now taking a look at my next map, we're taking a look at the fall foliage with the fall weather coming through and the leaves falling. As you can see over here in the northeast, most of the leaves are falling over here, but then let's take a look at my next map where we zoom into the southwest west region of the U.S. There isn't much over here in Cruces, but over here look in the Four Corners area, most of the foliage is going on over here in California as well. Taking a look at my next map, We're seeing the cooler temperatures this weekend, but you can see there's a slight divide in the U.S. with the weather's getting hotter around here in Atlanta, in the south region of the U.S., 83, 84 degrees on Saturday and Sunday in Atlanta, and it's cooler up in the north with 27 degrees and 32 degrees in Billings. That's all I have for your national weather. I'll be back with your local forecast after the break. Welcome back. Let's take a look at your local forecast. As you can see, Farmington's at 66 degrees, Albuquerque at 68 degrees, Socorro at 65, Roswell at 73 degrees, here in Las Cruces 68 degrees, and 67 degrees for Deming. Tomorrow, as you can see, Farmington will have 69 degrees, Albuquerque at 72 degrees, Ruidoso at 66 degrees, Roswell 88. Here in Las Cruces, we'll have 76 degrees, and in Deming, 77 degrees. In Alamogordo tonight, they will have clear skies and a low of 45. Tomorrow, a high of 76 and sunny skies. In Truth or Consequences, clear skies tonight as well, 45 degree low, and tomorrow, sunny skies with a high of 79. In Silver City tonight as well, clear skies and a low of 43 degrees. Sunny skies tomorrow and a high of 70 degrees. And here in Las Cruces, we'll have a low of 46 with clear skies, and tomorrow a high of 76 degrees. Now let's take it back to the desk for more news.
Let's pass it on to Ben, who is next with sports.
Thanks, guys. Coming up in sports, NMSU football has their first 4-game win streak in over 20 years. Don't go too far because News 22 Sports is next.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. I'm Ben Schlittler, and let's talk sports. NMSU women's golf is in Hawaii this week, and today is their last chance to try and steal first place in the Rainbow Wahine Invitational. Today is day 3 of the Invitational, and the Aggies are currently 11 strokes behind first place Baylor, sitting in second place right now. Allison Gaslam had a great few first days. She's currently sitting in 4th place overall and is hoping for a big final day to send the Aggies back to the mainland with a trophy. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22, Abby will be back to take a look at your 5-day forecast. But first, organizers are preparing for a good old mariachi. More on that when News 22 continues.
As the Las Cruces Mariachi Conference nears, organizers are doing everything they can to promote it.
Yes, for 4 Sundays in a row, the Las Cruces Mariachi Conference was holding Mariachi Sundays in the Mesilla Plaza. The performances included mariachi groups, ballet folklorico groups, and solo singers. These performances gave a taste of what students can expect to get from the conference, explains Robert Palacios, the executive director of the Mariachi Conference.
Off Wednesday with ballet folklorico, mariachi, and vocal workshops for the students. They come from across the U.S., from Las Vegas, Nevada, from California, from Tucson in Arizona, from Texas, and they come to join the workshops to learn our traditions, our culture, and to keep this wonderful art form alive.
I know I'll be there. The conference starts November 8th, and the spectacular concert is on the 11th, featuring Mariachi Nuevo Tecalitlan.
Let's head over to Abby for a look at our 5-day forecast.
For our 5-day, as you can see, tomorrow we'll have a high of 76 degrees and a low of 46. Friday and Saturday, highs in the 80s and lows in the 40s. Sunday, mostly sunny skies with 73 degrees as a high and 37 degrees as a low. And Monday will drop with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. That's all I have. Back to the desk.
And that's all for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow for more news. I'm Carpio Grego.
And I'm Anaya Gonzalez. And from the whole News 22 team, Carpio, Ben, Abigail, and myself, good night.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, les saluda Zaira Sánchez, gracias por acompañarnos en las breves de hoy con Noticias 22. Como les habíamos comentado ayer, hay una marioneta que estaba visitando el paso el día de hoy en el Parque Armijo en Segundo Barrio. Little Amal se ha convertido en un símbolo internacional de compasión y de derechos humanos. Lleva un mensaje de esperanza para las personas desplazadas de todo el mundo, pero especialmente para los niños que han sido separados de sus familias. La marioneta Little Amal fue diseñada para cruzar grandes distancias, por lo que se necesitan 4 titiriteros para darle vida. Uno en cada brazo, otro sosteniendo su espalda y otro adentro caminando sobre zancos. El cuarto titiritero también controla las cuerdas que animan el rostro, la cabeza y los ojos de Little Amal. Después, se presentó en el Healing Garden en el Parque Azcárate y también visitará Juárez mañana. La Policía Estatal de Nuevo México hará recompra de armas para promover la reducción de violencia armada. El evento será el 4 de noviembre de 8 de la mañana a las 2 de la tarde en Albuquerque, Las Cruces y Española. Cualquier interesado puede entregar su arma si fue obtenida de forma ilegal, robada o si no sigue la documentación adecuada. Después de la entrega podrán recibir una recompensa en tarjetas Visa o American Express. Y el jefe de Policía Estatal de Nuevo México, Troy Weisler, comentó que es una medida que están tomando para prevenir más tragedias involucrando armas y así reducir el riesgo de accidentes mortales, homicidios y suicidios. Eso fue todo por mi parte, no olviden seguirnos en nuestras redes, gracias y bonita noche.